So, very good morning, all of you. Good morning. And it is such a pleasure to meet you every day in the morning at the 10 a.m. Transform series on the DAMS eMedicos app as well as on our YouTube channel. And I always feel that this start to the day always fills my day with enthusiasm and energy. It is my, like a dream come true that I'm able to meet all of you in the morning every single day, and we have pledged, me and Dr. Deepti, that we will make sure that we continue the series, you know for a long streak this time, so that we are able to meet you and give you some ideas from our own life and what we have learned, and we want to convert it into something for you. So today my question to all of you is, I want you all to imagine, the first thing for today is, start imagining yourself in future. Okay, so maybe we go to 2030. Okay. So if the world is there till 2030 and you are in 2030, looking back, what advice will you give to the person that you are today? So I want you to imagine yourself in 2030, 2035, and see what you want to be. And then think of it, that are you doing enough right now to reach there? So, is my question clear to you? My question to all of you is that we all need to do this sometime. Sometimes we start cribbing a lot, we start crying a lot, we say, ये गलत है, मुझे इतना काम क्यों करना है, औरों के लिए तो आसान है, why me? Why me? तब लेकिन हमें याद करना है, because I want something more out of life. मुझे कुछ ज्यादा चाहिए, वो क्या चाहिए, इमेजिन करते हैं. So your future self, the self that you promised yourself in your school that one day I will reach there, is watching you now and is waiting for you to take the right steps. And what are those right steps? Those right steps are working hard with discipline. Okay? So discipline is always painful. Success is interesting. It is sexy to have. You always love to be successful. It is always good to stand on the podium and you're getting the gold medal at when you win the game. But the discipline behind it is hard. So if you've attended my classes, my love for cricket. I always keep talking about, everybody wants to be Sachin Tendulkar, but nobody wants to take that journey. Everybody wants to become Shah Rukh Khan, but nobody wants to take that journey to become Shah Rukh Khan. So it's very important that your future self, you have imagined yourself that, okay, one day I will be the leading. I keep getting messages by students who say, sir, one day I want to be the topmost oncologist in the country. I want to be the topmost dermatologist in the country. I want to become a great orthopedic surgeon, a general surgeon, whatever. But that self is only possible if I take the painful route of discipline today. And that is very important. And second thing is very important is that we have to now start thinking of, why are we working hard? Why are we studying? In that journey, somewhere I see many people get confused that we are studying to get a job. No, that part is, I am sure, many other ways to get a job, rather than, you become a doctor because you want more than that. So medical profession is the only profession where not only do you get the satisfaction of your livelihood, your earnings, you also have the satisfaction of touching lives. You touch more lives than you can imagine. I'll give you an example, and with that example, I will try my best to make sure that you understand the word legacy. What is legacy? Now, most people now, I'm sure you're adult enough. When I talk to doctors, I'm sure you're adult enough to understand the reality of mortality. You've seen this in your hospitals, and probably, you gradually you'll see it around, and that life is ephemeral. It's not, we're not going to be there forever. And I'm sure you've seen by now that when you go from this planet, maybe a few days people remember you, they talk about you, and after that it is, over. But some people remain in the hearts of lives that they touch forever. That's called as legacy. So I want you to remember that now you are doing whatever you're working hard right now is because your future self is watching. You want to create a life which will leave a mark, a legacy on the lives that you touch. For example, I give you a very small example. Suppose you are studying today, and suppose you are in a peripheral college, or you are in a private college, a new college. All your juniors are looking up to you. If you do well, you're not only doing it for yourself, you're leaving footprints for them to follow. And we, the life, how many lives we touch indirectly, you don't even know. Many times students will come to me and say, sir, one of my seniors, when I was in third year, one of my seniors in internship, she worked so hard, she got into a central institute. That day I got motivated that even I can do it. I see many foreign graduates who come back and tell me, "Sir, we were demotivated, but there is a video by you on a with one of our FMG graduates who got a rank 10 in NEET PG last year, and that motivated us." But you cannot imagine what impact you are going to leave on other people that you don't even know. That is the beauty of life. That is legacy. So one day, a student came to me and he told me, "Sir, thank you. Because of your teaching, I could diagnose a malignancy in my mother." Another student came to me and said, "After your class, my mother had a long-term respiratory complaint, but then I could pick up sarcoidosis on the X-ray." So that is not the effect that I could even ever imagine. But you could touch lives indirectly. You touch somebody's life by teaching. They touch somebody's life by curing, and the circle of good continues. My only request to you today is, please take the coming months seriously. The reason I want you to take them is because you are not just studying to get some marks, get it in your head. You are studying to create a legacy. You are going to touch so many lives in this journey that it will be a very well fulfilled life. Not all people live, but can you say at the end of the time when you're going, you can you say that I had a very full life? To do that, you need to touch lives meaningfully. You have to create the impact. So I want you all to promise me in the chat box today that this month I will give all the discipline I can to reach to the legacy that I want to create. You have to. Your future self is watching you right now very carefully on the actions that you take. I'm sure you would have seen a lot of science fictions where a future self is looking at the past. Maybe you don't do that mistake. If you do that mistake, the are you going to an alternate future? Your future self, the one that you imagined, that famous successful doctor, is looking at you right now to take the right steps. You need to do them right now. So all I want you to do is, whenever you feel low, please come back to this video. Whenever please come back to this video and start thinking of a cause called as legacy. That day, you have to stop comparing to others. This is how I function. This is how a lot of people ask me, a lot of students also ask me, sir, how are you so positive all the time? Any negative thought, any negative person, any negative email, any negative message, I don't read. Anybody who sends me a negative message, I don't read. I just put it on those blue marks of the tick marks. Don't come on that. I don't read. I only come back and read what is it that I want my life to be like, what is it that I want to impact, how many lives do I want to touch, and what is my purpose of life. I come back to only that. I don't look at negativity. So if you can do that, you will create superpower. In this, the problem right now is it is very easy to be sucked into negativity, and it is very easy to waste next 1 month cribbing, crying, and saying dunya kharab hai, desh kharab hai, sab kharab hai. Or you can work hard to create that legacy that you seek, that your parents want you to create. Or even more than the parents, you had a dream. It is your duty to nurture it. So, my purpose for today is to remind you of a greater thing that you always believed in, that is legacy. You can touch more lives than you can ever imagine. I was recently, I was, going on a mall and I met an elderly gentleman, and he said, "Doctor, you are a radiologist." I said, "Yes, but I don't know." "Oh, boss, you reported my MRI once." And I said, "How do you remember? You're not supposed to remember the radiologist." And he says, "Nahi, nahi, boss, I came into your chamber and you sat with me and you draw a diagram like, if you know me, all of you people who know me, they know how I like to teach everything. Even in my business meetings, I ask for a paper and I draw and tell." So he said, "You took a piece of paper and you drew the lumbar vertebra, you drew the discs, and you explained the nerve roots to me." You can never imagine the beauty of the creation that we are all living in which we are all interconnected. And more you touch lives meaningfully, more you go out of your way to touch lives, you will be remembered. Today onwards, I want you to, cut out the negativity, work hard for that future self. It is your duty to work hard for that future self now. Promise, work hard for that future self every single day. And whenever you feel tired, I always tell this in my classes also. Whenever you feel tired and you're about to give up, कि boss नहीं पढ़ना, मैंने नहीं पढ़ना, try sending me a message on my Telegram channel, or try sending me a message on my Instagram. And many times you will see I will be replying. And you will be like, boss, अपन ये सारा दिन काम भी कर रहे हैं, सब कर रहे हैं, फिर भी मेरा रिप्लाई कर रहे हैं, तो क्या मैं पढ़ नहीं सकता? क्या मैं और पढ़ नहीं सकता? मुझे अपने खुद के लिए पढ़ना है। प्रॉमिस करो, ठीक है? आज मेरा मूड यही है कि मैं चाहता हूं मेरा कोई भी बच्चा नेगेटिविटी में नहीं जाएगा। नेगेटिविटी में जाना है तो यार सब खत्म कर लेंगे, हमें जीतना है। हम आने वाले पूरे महीने में रोज इतनी मेहनत करेंगे, इतनी मेहनत करेंगे, प्रॉमिस, जो कि एक लेगेसी क्रिएट करेगी। So I hope that gives you the direction and the positivity that you need for today. And we will keep coming back every single day, 10 a.m. Dr. Deepthi had a class today. That is why I'm doing it alone. Otherwise, it's always me and Dr. Deepthi together. But I wish you all the best. Keep rocking. Have a great day ahead. Good morning to all of you. Remember, there is a personal legend that you are going to fulfill. It is your destiny. But to reach there, you need to do your karma. You need to work hard with discipline every single day. हर रोज काम करेंगे, हर रोज मेहनत करेंगे, ताकि वहां पहुंच सकें जो हमारी डेस्टिनी है. That is the zone where you need to reach. To do that, you need to take it positively. You need to remember the greater purpose behind what you're doing. And always remember, when we go from this planet, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 6 day, people will forget. But if you do something meaningful, you will continue living in their hearts. We wish you all the best. God bless you and have a great day ahead.